at 65, I feel more confident and sexy than I ever did. Believing in yourself, believing that you deserve love is the first step to doing anything. And so the rest of it sort of just falls into place. I've been in a series of relationships that were not good for me. They did a lot to undermine my own self-image. And I saw the advertisement on Facebook for Love Strategies. But there, behold, you went through every single one of those 7 steps. And it made so much sense to me. I thought at least, I'd get some information and that I'd be able to apply later. And so going through the very first lesson just awed me completely, of learning to be confident in yourself and believing that you're beautiful and sexy. That first session really set me in motion, I think, to believe that something new could come of learning more about dating. I was married to one man for 22 years, and that was not a good thing either. And so I needed to move on. So each one of the lessons, just reminded me that there were a lot of things I was doing that were right. And then there were a lot of things I was doing that were counterproductive. And then came this long line of ex-partners who all of a sudden wanted to get in touch with me. And I thought that was like really strange, that now that I was comfortable with myself and sure about what I wanted, that these men wanted me too. And then it wasn't until I actually cut ties with them completely that I felt like I was lightened, and I was able to embrace the potential of a new relationship. I then met Dennis online. We kept talking. And the more we talked, the more we liked each other and the more he wanted to come see me. The first couple of times didn't work out. I told him I was sorry, but I really couldn't manage to spend a day to spend it with him because I had client meetings. And so he was disappointed. And I guess that, having put him off twice made him even more determined to meet me. So that introduced the whole thing about pacing. And I just really felt in control with that. So we did eventually meet and we hit it off really well. He calls me every night, FaceTimes me, and he says he just needs Susan time before he goes to bed. And, he tells me I'm pretty. He just, when he's here, he just is attentive and caring, and he challenges me. I haven't been able to do a whole lot of things physically, but he challenged me to go kayaking with him. And I didn't think I'd be able to do it. Honestly, I didn't even think in my size that I'd be able to get in a kayak. But we found one that I could, and we went kayaking for 2 hours. I didn't think I could do that. And he does whatever he can to help me be successful. It's this feeling of peace and contentment that you have someone who really cares about you and wants you to be happy too, that he feels happy being with me, and he wants me to be as happy as I can be too. And that's really neat.